Yes, good Elysium. Hopefully with more progress today. Hello everyone. Hi. Last week we talked to like 2 people. Last week? Yeah, it was technically last week, since it's Wednesday today. It was Saturday last time, so yeah. Oh, here we go. Emil is making an actual recap. Let's read. In the previous episode of The Last Communist, Lambda finally decided to accept his destiny and began building the workers' paradise. What tribulations await him today? Will he finally collect enough money to pay his debts? Will Kim finally murder him to avoid further embarrassment for the police? Will the investigation finally move forward? Stay tuned. Will I finally get my fucking pants? Who the heck cares about the goddamn room? And paying off my debts to this cuck bartender who refuses to give us Sylvie's number or whatever the name is. Hi, hello, Blur. How are you? I hope you're fine. I hope you did your homework today. We continue. I have to turn down the volume immediately. It's a little bit too loud. There you go. Give me a second. Walking around with my trash bag in hand. Can't wait for when Herr Delta will write his bestseller book. Yeah, the Certainty Manifesto, I guess. What were we doing again? Like, we were trying to find a drug dealer, but I talked to all 3 lorry drivers and all 3 gave me nothing. Do we have that somewhere? That is actually some really... I don't know if the game is bloated or if I'm just overwhelmed. It could be a mix of both. It could be more of column A than column B, with column A being me being retarded. But there's some actually interesting points here. Who made the call? Oh, we can call Sylvie already. I think the actual mystery surrounding the body is way more interesting than all of the other stuff they're trying to throw at me. Like... world building style, like this union shit. It might be connected. It is most likely connected due to the murder most likely done by a dog worker and stuff. And maybe I just don't see the connections yet. But I feel like I just want simple murder investigation games. Like a game that lets me unravel a murder mystery is always top notch in my opinion. Obviously it's connected, yeah, but I feel look at this fucking log of tasks, okay? It's a lot. It's a lot of things to do at once. So let's try to do just one thing. Let's try to call Sylvie.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheating.
We can also do the thing where we read our clipboard, right? Like the watermark that's invisible or something.
All right, ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
I'm gonna fuck this up. Press engine start.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rouse per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canova comes to life with a whiny growl.
Oh, it's very loud. Well, you want the marker on your map that tells you where you're supposed to go? No, I don't want the marker. I want just less quests, I think, at once.
That sound, you feel the wind in your hair as if you're already driving. But where?
Communists could be here, he thought. Communists could be anywhere. Yes, where?
Down a narrow street, lined with shabby wooden houses, the 881 motor tract, coiling like a serpent high above. Children play under the viaduct, eyes turn to watch you as you pass.
What's ahead?
The Valley of Dogs, and before it, a familiar dome, like a ladybug without the colors. The building has a designated parking place for your carriage.
What is Shivers? Is Shivers just me having mini strokes remembering shit? Is Shivers literally like being Joe Biden or something? Is that what it is? I don't quite understand it. Emma said that it's the only supernatural thing in the game, and it really seems like that.
This is Precinct 41, as close as you have to home now. It's
I'm like having an episode. I'm like, I'm remembering shit while fiddling with the headlight. I pressed the button labeled headlight.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay, so I close the door and then I step in front of it and then I interact with the thingamajiggy again, or it gives me a prompt. Okay.
Under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Most likely performed with my micro dick. I look at the perforations first.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
I tally them up.
The first row has 18 dots.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Oh, I count them individually, which could take a while with my one end.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it?
That's it.
No. Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean? Pointing around at every woman I see. Aww. I point to the dots on the watermark.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
What? They use just perforations as a tally system? Are you serious?
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
Yes, Daddy.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Volunteered? Wait, you volunteer... Can it be called that if you apply for a job as a policeman? Is it volunteering? 18 years I've done this. I walked the land telling horrors and lies of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. That's a pretty epic answer, to be honest. Probably some boring office job. Like I just went around apologizing all the time. You really think I have any idea? No, I was a doomsday teller.
Cool. I'm glad you joined us. Not a lot of money in doom crying. Let's move on, shall we?
I'm a real doomer.
This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot.
No,
Even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Oop, pardon me. I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? I don't even really care about it, to be honest.
Right. Those are your confirmed kills.
Wow.
You've got precisely 3 perforations.
Oh, I almost could have gotten Kuno ass as well. That would have been my 4th perforation. Which is weird considering that she's a little girl and I don't really want to talk about perforating little girls, but...
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
So I'm a killer. I was expecting a higher number. Honestly, that's not too many. I agree, that's not too many. Like, it would be really interesting. Do we have statistics on how many... Let's just call it, because it's very clinical and sanitized term, how many confirmed kills a regular policeman has? Lightninghead, are you here? How many confirmed kills does... maybe you know. Maybe you don't. How many confirmed kills do, like... job soldiers... What would you call it? Like actual soldiers, not like the volunteering stuff you did. But actual standing army soldiers. How many confirmed kills do they have statistically? Maybe someone other than you knows about statistics of their country. How many confirmed kills do people have in your country? That's such a weird thing to ask. Like, I know that in America it's most likely higher. It's the only thing I can assume. That like every cop in America has like 20 notches on his belt or something. And that's just on a regular weekday, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Is 3 a lot? Is 3 not a lot? Is 3 a lot of people to kill? Like, is that serial killer territory already? Like 3? when are you considered a serial killer? After how many murders? For 18 years of service in a shithole like Ravishol, it is ridiculously low. You're putting this into perspective, ML, which is not necessarily what I asked for. I asked for like a real life opinion. I don't know such thing. It might be a secret. Oh yeah, I guess you don't really go around bragging about it. Well, maybe some people do, but they're clearly psychopaths, I guess. Shivers is literally the voice of the city. Interesting. It's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
I vaguely remember a thing that I hear sometimes, that it's only a handful of soldiers that kill the most people. Most soldiers only kill a few or whatever. Something along those lines. Something I've heard, no clue how it actually is. Yeah, it would be really like I've never really thought about it much. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, it really depends on what kind of weaponry you're given. It is most likely that someone operating a remote drone or someone driving in a tank is able to rack up kills faster than someone that has to very heavily work for it, like a regular foot soldier with a regular assault rifle or something. Or someone who has undergone very special training, like a sniper, who's supposed to take out many people, right? Obviously, they have more confirmed kills, as they put it here, than just a mook with a gun. How many confirmed kills does Kim have? Can we ask him?
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
80% of kills in Modern Warfare is artillery. Are drone strikes considered artillery at this point? Must be, right? Because they're like dropping bombs as well. So with artillery, how do you ever confirm kill though? Because you don't know? Are you serious? Like I see so many videos of drone strikes out of the war. It blows my mind. Like there's this new video every single day of someone just getting bonked on the head, to put it like very, very nonchalant, to be honest. Drone kills are irrelevant? Are you serious? Wow. Like with the way I'm, pardon the pun, with the way I'm bombarded with drone strike videos, I thought that they would make up for the majority of it these days. They also make it seem very easy, right? Because you have your little drone, you fly over an enemy encampment or like someone that's just entrenched somewhere, you drop your bomb, maybe you fly into them or something, and that's it. Someone's dead. A life snuffed out way too early. With some special forces trained on other contract soldiers who taught us things, but they never mentioned killing, only rumors. You make this sound so mysterious. Holy shit, Lightning, and they taught us things. I'm kind of afraid of you now. I feel like you could like maybe choke me, Daddy, or something. Based on what they told, it's a rare occurrence to kill someone as a contract soldier, for example, in the Middle East, since you mostly only patrol the territories. It's weird because your life could be just snuffed out by just a car bomb or something immediately, right? You don't even get to kill someone. Boom, you're gone. Just for patrolling somewhere. Well, I don't know, keeping up the peace or keeping up security. I don't know much about that. What is your country doing in the Middle East to begin with? They should have no one should have any claim to that land, really, I guess. But some people just can't help but meddle, I guess. Drones are more important for artillery spotting. Okay. It's also how they confirm artillery kills. You know a lot about this, Emil. Somewhat scary, but at the same time reassuring. To be frank, on most drone videos where someone dies, it's usually only one or two people or some equipment. Artillery just obliterates whatever is in the way. We don't get to see a lot of videos of artillery strikes, though. At least I don't think so. At least I don't. Also, as you say, it obliterates, which means that there's not a lot left to just see in the old, like, live leak videos, right? So, recently seen a corpse of someone being run over by a tank, which was... Jesus fucking Christ, I didn't need to see that, certainly, but it still looked. Most drones die to EW. What is EW? get paid about 4,000, 5,000 euro as a basic conscript with no education. Are you fucking serious? That's a lot of money. You could do that for a few years and then just work part-time or something and live off your money. Electronic warfare. We're going to continue with the game in a second. It's just a very interesting topic in my opinion. The side with the most artillery doesn't fight a PR war. I think I know where you're going there. lambdadeltaYT, you have to die in the Middle East right now. Man, at this point, I'm not even sure I would die for my own country, let alone a fake one or something. I don't know. So, yeah, no. Miss me with that shit, Blue. Thank you very much. I would definitely die for convictions. I would definitely die for community. Like, if there's ever, like, some kind of scenario where just the government crumbles and little communities form, I could see myself protecting who is around me. But protecting the state entity of Germany, which hates me, to be frank. Why would I, really? Why would I protect the European Union? Why would I protect the Western world? Why would I protect, like, whoever the fuck they think they are, the good guys? Why would I fight for them? Now, the Golden One, obviously, we know that he's in the army, and we know that Lightning Hand has also done his mandatory service, and I do respect everyone that does that. I do respect everyone that is willing to fight for their country, okay? No matter how fucked up their country might be, right? Because it takes some balls to do that, and I can respect that in a man or a woman. I love some balls in a woman, preferably mine. But at the same time, I couldn't be bothered, you know? Is Germany fake? Maybe I wasn't talking about Germany. Oh, but the Germany I live in these days certainly seems very fake. Okay, there are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. I guess this is what I've talked about just now with you guys. It's obviously Lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Okay, what else do we have to be thankful for?
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says declining to elaborate. Oh, okay. Well, okay. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
Gives you a meaningful look. Which is fucked up. Imagine that you have to just medicate or turn to alcoholism to cope with the fact that you're killing people. And obviously that's not a good thing, because you want the person that has the ability to kill other people, you want them to be clear and sober and not drugged out of their mind to be able to do what they're doing. But this is literally what the establishment wants. They want someone complying. They want someone just non-thinking, doing what they're being told. And that's a scary part of this. What are you going to do when Germany conscripts you for the next World War? I don't think I'm legally allowed to tell you what I would do, Emil, but you can believe me when I say that none of us would be happy.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it.
But this is this and that is that. Maybe I should find a hobby.
Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
Well, thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Look at the shimmering street grid!
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
I have to say the narrator has a very nice voice and he's doing a great job, but at times, like, the rhythm of his reading is a little bit, like, it feels like there's some milliseconds in between words that he lingers on for too long, and I don't know if it's just me. Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime, two men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Have I ever failed a shivers check? I would like to know what what the checks say when you fail them, because this is obviously like we're looking at us from our perspective, pretty much.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, "Does it smell like cheese because it's French, or where are we on this?" I point on the halogen map. Halogen? Hello again? Hello again?
Let me see.
He takes a ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh, yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
Also, like, the Kim voice actor is also doing a great job. I have to say that he is definitely the best one so far. Even better than the narrator, I think. There's just something about the voice, which is entirely like subjective, I think, that I like it so much.
All of them worse than here.
Alright, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Press the remote control on the key.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page.
Oh!
To the right of the task description.
Whoa. Does this mean I can... This? Name unknown, rank unknown. I have 2 superstar cop points, 1 apocalypse cop. 0 sorry cops, 1 boring cops. 4, oh shit, we need to, guys, that can't be real. We need to rack up some fascist points. Oh my god, where the fuck did I get an ultra-liberal point from? That's it, the playthrough is over. We pack it up, guys. This is not going anywhere where I want to go. Good cop, bad cop, -2, whatever that means. 0 honor. That seems right. 3 people killed, 216 cases solved. In 18 years in service. By the time I finish this game, it will be 19, I think. And we quick save because we did some shit. Now we call Sylvie. In the original version...
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
In the original version of the game, there was no voice work for narrator. There's 2 versions of the game. I think, oh man, I think I would actually prefer if there was no narrator. Even if he does a great job, I think I would feel more immersed if I had to read more myself. Like, out loud. I pick up the radio again. Let's see if we can call Sylvie.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to connect me to a civilian, Sylvie. She may have reported a murder. Can I just say one first name and she can do it?
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Maybe something like 6969420?
Change of plans. Her number.
Change of plans, Alice. Connect me to you.
What do you mean, officer? I'm not Sylvie.
Oh, did you hear that? Pure lust. She's a wild one.
Ooh.
Throw her a curveball. See if she's down to party.
I feel deprived of human contact. I don't know, Alice, just connect me. Do you like to party, Alice? Oh my god, like, immediately I want to be like that. Now that I know that the game is counting like these points, I'm entirely sure that this is like sorry cop, right? And the party, like, do you like the party is like superstar cop, which I also don't really like. I just want to be degenerate cop. I just want to be retard cop, to be honest. I don't know, Alice, just connect me.
Sir, you're already connected to the 57 precinct.
Her voice is sharp, which is exactly how I like it. I like it when she could cut my foreskin with her voice.
Now, how can I help you in your investigation?
What is wrong with you? Why did you ask to be connected to her? Who does that? Act professional now.
That's not even, like, these others as well, they weren't even... Oh, this was a formidable... Whatever formidable success means. These aren't even checks. They're just talking to me now. Kim, didn't God give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Kim, what is my number? 69694 201488?
Received. Hold on, officer.
Ooh, that's some static. Oh, it's very loud for me. I don't know how it is for you guys. I start slapping a marching rhythm on my thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
She should be ready for me any time, Kim.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is her name? Oh, she's the mum of Kunues. Malaika seems like one of these made-up Finnish terms. Malaika most likely means like motherfucker or something. That's what it seems like.
Yes, hello?
Oh. A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. How would I know how many miles away she is through the radio? What the fuck does this mean? Also, like, is she the hottest piece of ass we've seen so far? She might be. Although her face is a little bit of a mess, but I could deal with that. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last day's work. Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Oh, you sound a little bit under the weather.
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Are you sure electrochemistry? I mean, I could do with a new girlfriend, I guess. Hey, do you want to grab a cup of coffee with me sometime? Oh.
No, absolutely not.
Oh god, no, that almost killed me. I've run out of magnesium again. Oof. Oof. You can see at this exact moment where his heart breaks.
That came so fast, you can't but wonder what else she would be good at.
I mean, my pain came faster than a response. Oh, wait a second, what do you mean by that? Yes, what would she be good at?
Baseball, ring-a-bell quiz shows, catching keys in the air, petting an angry cat.
Oh yeah, that sounds like she could be good at all of that. Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it.
Okay. But you didn't ask, woman. You should always ask.
I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective?
She doesn't sound like she's actually that sorry. Oh, that's just regular woman talk, I think. Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
That sounded a little bit. But why didn't you call? Didn't the cops behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court.
I meant us. You should have called the police.
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
You know.
No, I don't.
What the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Okay, this is not necessarily like one of the I am the law options, but it is pretty similar, so I'm gonna have to say I am the authority around here.
Okay.
She obviously doesn't want to challenge your authority. You feel much better now. King of the castle, king of the castle. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? Push on.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
Oh, I should really skill up authority now that I see this. Let me get this straight. You ignore the law to save your own skin? If I could threaten her with my gun through... Hey, why is my bitrate so low? Guys, can you hear me still? Well, OBS says it's fine, but Twitch says it's not good. Anyway, if I could threaten her with my gun through the line, I would do so. Can I get some little bit of feedback? Whether you guys can still hear me? Okay, good.
I didn't know I had to report it. I thought
Bitrate is fine.
down eventually.
That's weird. Voice breaks.
The fucking nerves on her. Trying to hide behind weakness. You're a god. An angry but just god.
Oh, as much as I want to yell, the second option seems so passive-aggressive and threatening that I'm tempted to do that. So either I can do, I am a god, you report to me, not the union, is it clear? Or I can go, it's a little late for tears, isn't it? Should have used them to summon the police earlier. Which, Half-Light, I love you, my brother, but I have to go for, like, just intimidation here.
You can almost hear the girl.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it when I can intimidate women.
Until she almost drowns in static.
But do you know who made the call then?
No.
You can hear regaining control in the background. Okay.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay. Next question.
Okay.
Did it get some bad cop points for that? She's calmer now, probably because the focus has shifted elsewhere. Have you seen my goddamn badge, woman?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer.
Wait, how did you first learn I'm a police officer?
You
The law. That's what I said to her.
You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
I just went around, I am the law, I am the law. My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
She's clearly lying because all women are filthy liars.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Kim doesn't have a uniform and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
Maybe I'm in plain clothes too. I mean, there were some clothes in my room, so I assume they're mine. Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective.
She sounds beyond exacerbated. I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
She stops hesitantly, not sure if she should continue.
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
Yes, I do. What? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Now I have to ask, okay? I have to ask because this makes or breaks the game. What we're being told here, is it always the case? Is this just the character that is Alphonsus Raphael Cousteau? Or is this the way I played the game so far just summed up and used to just be thrown back at me or something? Like, is this different for every playthrough? Or does he always act like that with the gun? Because this is amazing. This is the best thing I've ever read. Period. You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you. Then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic. This is just fucking best. It was like this all the time before this episode. Okay, so it would have been great if the game had just recognized the way I play and like given me that, but it is still very, very good, to be honest. Like, that is amazing. I love that.
People tried to back away from you or even slip out of the door, but you screamed, I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation.
So me role-playing as this weird retard strength guy going around, I am the law, is actually very canon? Like, that is how he acted even before he forgot everything? I should have killed myself. Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay. Okay, I don't know what to say. Well, I guess I should have killed I don't know, but that seems like sorry cop behavior. So why would I threaten to kill myself? But I don't really love the world either. I also don't want to stay. I don't know what to say, really.
Me neither.
Okay, what happened to my gun then? I assure you the game takes notes of your choices and reckoning will come. Oh, is this a choices matter game? Rubbing my hands because choices do matter for people rubbing their hands as well. What happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
Big bucks cannot lie. That's a great line.
It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
She sighs. Have you seen my policeman uniform, woman?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform.
Huh.
You had your things on. The disco thing.
Yeah. See, I had no uniform to begin with, so I didn't lose that one. You could quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me? I certainly, very obviously don't understand.
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Is it Gateau, whatever his name is? Is it a cuck bartender? It must be him, right? It can't be me. Surely it's not me. Get away from whom?
You know who?
Do I? I can't even push further. Hi, okay. Alright, we'll push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work, please?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Okay, goodbye. Love you.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Please don't call me again. Oh, we can try for an empathy check, which is a red check. It cannot be retried, so we might as well do it now as well. We have a +1 modifier for quick to tell you off, whatever that means. Quick to tell who? She was quick to tell me off? Is that what? I made her cry earlier. I said I'm the authority, and I did ask her out. Which is, man, I wish we could see checks like this in real life. Just whenever you ask someone of something, you could just see popping up over their head like the different modifiers that affects their opinion and decisions regarding this. It would be amazing, wouldn't it? Like, if I ever get a superpower, I want this. I just want to see. I just want to live in Mass Effect universe or something. I don't know why Mass Effect popped into my head. It's not like the game was really that deep with choices and consequences. But look at these malice. It's quite an accomplishment. I am pretty proud of myself. Thank you very much. Wear a better shirt? Nah, I'm not gonna undress and redress, whatever it's called, or rather dress, for this woman. She can't even see me. It shouldn't matter what I'm wearing. So, wait, why does she seem angry with you?
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Garte, that's his name. It's definitely some other guy, a guy like Garte. But I'm a guy, sure it isn't about me, it's always about me. No, it must be Garte.
You know women and their constant problems. Yak, nag. How's one supposed to get the love going like that?
You're right, Empathy. You're exactly right about that. Women.
That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Oh my god, not a spinster. Yeah, she's a woman, probably just playing hardball with the goods. Women are just transactional. I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do so without all this internalized misogyny. Fuck internalized misogyny. I fully embrace it. It's not internalized. It's fully jumping out of me, right? Yeah, women are like, oh my, I don't know, should I go with the spinster transactional women? That's such a great line again. Like, this entire conversation feels so good. How are you at 1 HP and 1 morale again? I asked her out earlier and she shot me down, like, immediately. That's how I'm at 1 morale. Yeah, she's just transactional, what can I say? I mean, no, oh god, I'm not gonna make that joke. Jesus, that almost could have gotten me banned off Twitch, to be honest. I think it's fine to be sexist against women, but there's some certain groups of people that you're not allowed to make any jokes about. Full stop. So, I need to be careful here.
Oh yeah, my point exactly. You know how they are. Transactional and hysteric. Loony broads.
That's what they are, yeah.
You know what you've got to do. First, you've got to calm her down. Tell her you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boy's talk with God himself.
Yeah, but maybe I should get my gun first.
Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Oh my Jesus Christ. To the microphone. Are you still there, kiddo? Listen, got everything under control. Or I could just straight up say, Daddy's going to take you on his lap, little darling. Or I could decline the quest, which would be, please, no, I don't want to say any of those things, which is like the cuck response, like the most cuckest of cuck responses I've ever seen. So I'm gonna say, because it is most likely I mean, both of them are pretty bad, but this one is just marginally worse. So Daddy's going to take you on his lap, little darling. Is she even getting that? I mean, there was so much happening in my head that, like, I just assumed that we were on the same wavelength, but...
Call was dominated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
Yeah, Alice, can we... Like, do you want to be my girlfriend?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on.
Too late, everyone. Please connect me to Sylvie again.
Just a second, officer.
Does this work?
Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer.
What does Malaika mean? Have you answered, Lightning Hand?
Yes. Hello?
Hey, Sylvie. It's the police. Again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
I think I just got everything I needed. Thanks. Just wanted to hear your voice. Bye-bye. Love you.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio.
Okay.
Anything else I can
I'm done with the radio.
In the cabin, you see
I closed the door. Kim, anything to say about this entire exchange? I mean, did I make a fool out of myself? I tried my best. Alright, to Gate we go. Because, well, we have to do some love matters now. Which is not main quest, but it is most fun. Talk to Gate, Lieutenant Love. Gate plus Sylvie? I don't want to couple them together, actually. I want Sylvie for myself. Something's going on here. You need to help a brother out with his love woes. Go to Gate and give him some solid advice. Tell him how it is with women. There's nothing a good slap in the face hasn't fixed before. That's obviously the opinion of Alphonsus Raphael Gusteau, whatever her name is, and not mine. You should never slap a woman. Unless she wants to. I mean, who am I to decline then, right? Well, maybe in the, I don't know, I'm not gonna talk about kinks and fetishes here like that, but if a woman wants to be slapped in the face, I don't do that, but some others might. If they... I talk to Sylvie, a wink.
God.
He does not look too pleased. Oh my god, it is actually because of him. He is a creepy fuck, isn't he? I mean, look at him. He should shave. And I'm not one to talk, but at least my beard is magnificent.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
Oh, that first option. Turns out she's a whore who likes to ride the cock carousel.
Wonderful.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel?
She rides the cock carousel until she's too old to ride it. Then she settles down with a provider. Oh my god, this game is incredibly red-pilled. Wow. No time for lectures. The point is you're losing at her nasty mind games. Sylvie's a total psycho. Just drill the inside of your mouth with your tongue. Oh my god, all three options are so good. All three options are great. No. Oh. I think I'm gonna go with the provider thing. We're gonna be real with him here. He really shouldn't bother with her. He should look for like a trad wife or something.
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
Well, you're certainly not part of the cock carousel, I can tell.
What else do you need?
Yeah, she said that she likes the cock carousel very much. So fun. I depict the carousel of cocks going merrily around.
He looks at you, spinning your arms, then leans
spinning
on
my
the
arm.
corner and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with a broken wing. On the morning she left.
Damn. If a woman breaks a bird, you have to break a pelvis. There's nothing else I can tell you here. That's the solution.
I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my ass.
And that's another thing you could do, but with her ass instead. But yeah. He stops and stares at the counter.
Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Yeah, man, signals, mixed signals. This is classic cock carousel behavior. Classic cock carousel. Broken bird, feathers, I not knowingly. All part of the mindfuck on the cock carousel. No, this is like classic cock carousel behavior.
Cock carousel. I think I understand now. That's what they ride until like 39.
Yeah, no, I think these days the wall hits it like way earlier than that. But yeah.
They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest.
Oh, he takes a bottle of wine off the shelf and pours himself a glass. He then corks it and hands it to me. Well, I did solve that very, very delicately and successfully, I think.
Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
Stares into the cup, into the blood red liquid in the cup.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
Oh, Dr. Love, it has to be the title of this episode. Lambda, if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, and I know you will because I know you have almost nothing else to do at times. The title of this episode will be Dr. Love, okay? Dr. Love's love advice. That would be better. Maybe, can we come up with something more degenerate and like creepy? Dr. Love's, like, I don't know, can you get more creepy than that? And Dr. Love's love advice. Just keep it at that. Maybe you can think of something better, future Lambda. And let's see. Oh, it doesn't even give me like a little end text of how I solved it or something. It's pretty sad. But what did I get for that? I must have gotten some bad cop points earlier. I should have gotten one more person killed because I'm sure that he's gonna grab a gun and shoot her the next time he sees her. Also, like, my debts, they're forgotten now, right? Gave me some alcohol. Ah. Can I drink myself to death, I wonder? Large crimson bottle of cheap sugary wine, made of poverty, sugar, artificial taste enhancers, and a vague memory of grapes, guaranteed to color my lips. I love that. Where are the union workers at? It's like late in the evening and they're not here yet. Interesting. Let's see. You could work the term cock carousel in the summer and make it banned from Twitch, rather YouTube. And I don't think less banned and more like restricted or something. It begs the question of what does a cock carousel look like? You can ask AI to create you a picture, I think. You should save. You're right. I'm committed now. Good call. Good call. What do we do? What's our next course of action, actually? Click on Kim and ask him about the case. Didn't we do that? Kim, can we talk?
Yes.
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
White male in his 40s. What more do you need?
I'm relieved that you agree.
He says and pauses.
Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
No, that was more of a statement. I meant it literally. What more do you need than a white man in his 40s? This is the peak and prime of human life. Okay, if we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
If you can't tell that I'm not in on anything, like I'm out of myself even. I don't remember being in on anything. You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecile cop-off.
Cop off? Is it like when we stand around a cookie and jerk off on it and whoever misses has to eat it?
It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Oh, sorry, I'm very sniffly. Like my allergies are fucking ripping me apart these days. Oh, so it is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Okay.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite a brouhaha at the 50th.
Brouhaha?
I'll tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
I like to think that they were just standing around shouting, "Cop off! Cop off!"
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Ah, so he volunteered to spoil it.
Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoilsport.
Lieutenant appears pleased with it. He really is the best character. I wonder what this says about me. Was sent by my station. They wanted to lose deliberately as well. I mean, huh? Raise an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest, the case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I mean, we know some of these now. I'm gonna leave where I was sent unspecified. This feels like the game is trying to gauge what you think about yourself. The game is trying to just it's asking you about yourself, about what kind of character you want to play, pretty much. And I think I am an apocalyptic omen.
No.
There will be a bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Unimaginable.
Oh no, it's very imaginable. We fail to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor company see the situation is out of control, so they bring in private military, maybe a gunship. The Union responds in strength. Automatic fire. Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects. Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move.
I like how it's referencing my choice earlier. Enough of the competition and tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
That's interesting. Why did 41st send me? And the Sylvie suicide jokes that she told me about is giving me a bonus on this check. It's a white check. I can always retry it as soon as I get like more. Either more stats or like another bonus to this. So we're gonna try. There's no harm in doing it.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Dumb brain, I'm good for nothing. Oh shit!
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intelligence.
Fuck, I killed myself again. I should buy some magnesium.
You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I've wasted my life protecting humans. They don't deserve it.
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district. But poverty does not make one a loser. Poverty is just poverty.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. It's because the Furrows lost that match, said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while, Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all.
Yeah, really did. Okay, let's see. I mean, we saved after giving the love advice. And what we did afterwards was literally to just talk to Kim, so we're going to do that again real quick. We're going to do the same.
Yes?
Tell me
What
about
do
the
you want to
case.
know?
You say it's
No,
mysterious.
It's not a
Why
it
not?
It's a security guard.
White
and
male.
really- anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything?
Why
that
are we on the
penetrated
same
you
case? What do you
don't
mean?
know? I
Retrograde
look better
amnesia.
still than
Cop
it's
off.
just
What kind of
stupidity. The cop
stupidity?
kind. Well, I think the
So he volunteered to represent the
Volunteer to
58th.
spoil it.
I'm an unrepentant.
What does it say about me?
No.
Doom,
No,
bloodletting.
it's local law enforcement solving one
Enough.
homicide. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter.
I'm not gonna try this
Forget I
check.
ever mentioned
So I'll just leave it. Man, the fact that you can kill yourself from these checks is a little bit harsh. Alright, we're gonna quick save, then we're gonna manual save. I've seen what you guys said. Like, just save every once in a while. Alright. Are they easy checks? Acquire a copy of the map. Where? Interesting. What do we do? Where do we go? Really? I guess we could talk to the union guys up there. Like the actual like, strike guys. Not the racist fellow. Talk to him. I mean, I would love to talk to him again, but... Bookshop, I can get a map? Okay.
In the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
A look in the window?
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. Wait a second. Suns and wheels are racist. What's racist about the sun or wheel? What kind of stickers and insignia? I'm like losing my shit.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor,
Good.
strength,
Very
and
good.
purity
Very
are
good.
glued to various panels.
I love this guy. You think this lorry belongs to a tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Why shouldn't he? If you're not proud of who you are, you're a fucking beta cock.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
I leave. I don't want to fuck with the racist. He hasn't done anything to me. I'm not a foreigner, Kim. This is your battle. Is there anywhere we can walk to that, like... No? Okay. Why is his lorry the only one I can look at, I wonder? We should acquire financial recompense to have access to the hotel room later with some urgency. Nah, who cares about that shit?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates, his voice the loudest of the lot. Oddly screechy for a man his size. Also, he doesn't look like his portrait, to be honest. I am the law. I love how this is a dialogue option just several times in the game. Just straight out, I am the law. I have to pick it.
Yes, people get that you are the law. You really don't have to keep saying it.
You keep saying that, yet at the same time, I need to remind people that I am the law.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down?
Yes.
Ha! Couldn't handle us. Cause gives the workers strength, gives them power. We have a right to work! Besides, we're not that different.
You and I.
It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers.
Who are you fighting against? Who are they? Can you tell me who they are? Depending on your answer, I might join you.
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
What kind of cause are we talking about? Sorry, I'm just like reclining in my chair because I'm tired.
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
I can somewhat get behind that, to be honest. I have some questions for you, though.
Maybe you should ask them the question.
Who are they?
Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
Do you know what a scab is? No. I mean, I know what a scab is, and like a scab that you scratch at, like a healing scab, like on your skin. But I don't know what a scab is in terms of unions or something. I don't know.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scab.
Call me mañana. A scab is a strike breaker. Someone specifically employed to disrupt the workers' strike. Is that a is that a bad thing? I'm not educated. I need a red flyer. Miss me with that shit. It's the guy that tries to work even when strike is going on. You do realize I'm German, right? I would be that guy. I would be that guy in a heartbeat. What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
Shifts uncomfortably in his worker's overalls after spitting the truth out just like that. They are ungrateful, lazy cockroaches. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
So it's like a double strike. It's like there's like the strike going on, and they are demonstrating like they're like striking against a strike or something. Huh?
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
He's been placed here. He's been placed to do this. Ill-fitting, what does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Would it belong to the corpse? No. That would make sense. Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Is he controlled opposition? Is that it? The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
It would be rather strange for both mentioned items to belong to the corpse, given one specifically too small, the other too large. Yeah, I meant the too large one. I didn't mean both. I just thought that maybe he has too stolen something from the corpse, because obviously we know that shit has been stolen from it.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Thank you, reaction speed. Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Curiosity, going to figure out the strike mess. Routine, part of the investigation. I thought you looked real familiar for a second there. Routine.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A monstrous shadow high above the fire traps of the domain. The 881 motorway running over this district of Jamrock. Concrete pillars rise up from the midst of the dilapidated wooden houses. On the horizon, barely visible, the hazy machinery of the harbor.
Hopefully this doesn't kill me, but I shudder and breathe on my hands.
Life in the domain is even worse off than in Martinez. The cold air is stiff from the fumes of the motor carriages and lorries roaring overhead. Below, broken down, battered people mill on the dusty streets with no purpose. Yet amongst them, there is no sight of this man. Nowhere.
So I can either immediately, I guess because I did the challenging success of Shivers, I can either claim immediately that he's not from the domain, or I can challenge his claims of him being a bouncer, or him working in bars or something. We're just gonna straight up, we're gonna throw him off balance by just claiming that he's not from the domain.
Yeah? What makes you say that?
No one there knows you. I don't know what makes you say that, or it's a gut feeling. Maybe I should have gone with the others. No one there knows you.
They know me. That's bullshit.
Turns his attention back to the harbor gates. I don't know if I fucked it up or if that's the most I can get. What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
You're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
Overpower him? I don't know.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
What? A head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
Does he also have the high ground?
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Have you considered storming in, like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
I can try if you want me to.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Man rubs his jaw, a perfect lightly bearded square wedge. I'm going to leave now. How do we get up there? Can we just literally go up the stairs?
Scott?
Ask a man with jolly eyes tilting his head.
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
No, I don't want you to deal with this again. Why did you just call me a friend? What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab. Pull down, throttle, wave your fist, right to it. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop. Did you just call me a friend?
No, I said scab.
What's a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Dude, that's the free market. Hold on. Where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them that much, Manana.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mask, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
What? Never beg for what is your right. And they have a worker's right. A right to work. Shit, he got into me. Better than begging, come on.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. These scabs ain't begging. They ain't holding on to their integrity.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And yes, what they gotta do is work. I'm a cop, not a scab.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Smell deepens the sprinkles even more.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles, then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
This is gonna kill me if I ask it. Like, I am short on money, but this is gonna fucking end my life. I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry.
I'm pickle rough. I've turned myself into a rough pickle.
I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Shrugs.
What's the matter with this wimp? Is he obstructing justice?
Stop being a wimp. You need to help me out right now. Thank you, physical instrument.
No need to get aggressive. I'm really not the one to ask.
Why not? I need to get through the gate to the harbor. You need to let me in.
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
That's simple. I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
I don't like supremacists.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Huh?
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Oh. Gotcha. I think I have some questions for you first.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Something here. Ooh, there's shit up there. How do I get there? In case of strike, press button behind guard. A hermetically sealed door, locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. Maybe door punching can help us. Nobody comes close to Measurehead, says the best looking female piece of meat I've seen in this game so far. Oh, Measurehead. Why is he surrounded by women? You're the right stuff, Measurehead.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Well, he clearly knows how to ascertain a person.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant side agrees. Oof, I'd love a Measurehead's babe.
Your body does not betray your degeneracy. That's a lie. You're in great shape.
What's going on with the music? I like it. Boy, it's going to be great. Let's see. Say nothing, I set him up first. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? My body does not betray my degeneracy. This might be the last thing we do today, depending on how long this conversation is. My body's unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor. No. I size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Is he supposed to be German, or what kind of is that accent where he mispronounces words like that? Yeah, what the fuck is this pronunciation? I do agree. Puff out your chest, still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He sounds like Klaus Schwab, actually. He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique. Now you're gonna eat the worms, and you're gonna like it.
Merely standing up makes you sweat for
Oh shit, how could I fail my endurance check?
erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood pressure rise.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
Does this mean childlike?
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct.
I love mummies.
But it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
I feel like I fucked this up because of the single endurance check. My body does not betray my degeneracy.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he was smelling a dead rat. Oh, alcohol, he means.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait, alcohol? I smell my breath. Kim is really so bad. You're right, I'm an alcoholic. I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree. I don't have a problem with alcohol, I just drink a little on the weekends. Kim, is my breath really so bad?
It's not good.
Thank you.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Alright, do we just own up, or do we try to cope, or? You're right, I'm an alcoholic.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Am Sandwich race is waning.
Okay, it is not I am the law, but it's similar enough that I have to choose it. So I'm gonna say I am the police, and I need you to comply. Now! I take a step closer.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Yeah, it's a pretty sad state of affairs, isn't it?
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Yeah, it's really sad, isn't it?
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. Now,
I know who they are.
The genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
He's beating me over the head with truth. I can't argue against that.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right?
I fucking kneel. I kneel. This is too based for me.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
I want to watch him impregnate these women right now with his superior seed. Oh my god, what's happening to me?
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Oh my god, which one of these? Come on, I just need you to move about 20 centimeters back. I push him out of the way, which is... this should rather be... I tried to push him out of the way. You're right about all of this. Now I need you to help me get that corpse down from the tree. Well, at least, like, the first part of this is... Yeah. It was the people who put that dead body up there. You people should help me get it down. Or this is going nowhere. I feel like I can always try to push him out of the way after talking this through, so help me.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
How can he be spitting facts like that?
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
I don't believe in museums.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Jesus Christ.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, we have two checks, but we also have a few things to talk about first, which could give us like either a bonus or malice. I feel like knocking him out will get harder and harder as this goes on, but we might be able to subscribe to his advanced race theory, which is I want to do both. Beat the shit out of him? Man, not if we can subscribe to his racism. Also, we can show him the racist mug, which is a thing I just do apparently. Oh, do you know anything about this mug? No, wait, is he one of the yellow people? He's one of the yellow people, right? I shouldn't show him the mug. Because like, he's not gonna like that, because he believes in the supremacy. Wait, is he gonna appreciate that because it shows that I'm a racist myself? Racists usually tend to like each other somehow. Like in real life as well. Like it is kind of like mind-boggling. But if his instrument is the way, you don't have to argue with him. You want some racist mugs, huh? Can I ask him like? I mean, does this make me the bigger racist if I knock him out completely, showing that my race is superior? Oh, this is a make or break check. It's a white check, and I may retry it. Why am I not? Can I? A white check? I can try knocking him out again. Why should I not subscribe to his racism? One of the most awesome checks in the game. Proves my superiority. It proves me on the battlefield. I can't deal with a word like that today. Alright, boys. The masses have spoken. Alright, in the fucking throat. I got the throat
Just
punch.
like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate.
Oh, that has to fucking hurt.
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
It would be more amusing if you nut him, I suspect. Arcane, are you suggesting that I undress this man and come in his ass?
All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
I didn't just kill him, did I?
He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
Oh, do I do a 360 no-scope kick or do I rip into him with a right hook? I mean, a no-scope kick would be amazing, but at the same time I feel like I'm not in a bodily condition to do that. 3? Amanda has spoken. Wow! That connected!
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Will I get to inseminate these women now? Disco Inferno. I press the button. Welcome to Revachol! Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't want to do this. Or I just pressed the button. I feel like just pressing the button is the badass option here. Say the words, too? Really? Do I really just do a cheesy welcome to Revachol? I think I'd rather Disco Inferno if I have to say anything. I mean, welcome to Revachol is the one option that doesn't press the button. Interestingly. I wonder why that is. Let me pour myself something to drink, actually, while I ponder about this choice. This is a very important one. Lightning Hand thinks that I should press it. Well, 1 then. Looks like Arcane really subscribes to like verbal violence and cheesy one-liners. I feel like option 1 and 2 will ruin my chances at like some prime head measure fan babe pussy, you know? And I'd like some. Option 2 is local racist dog whistle. Oh! Welcome to Revachol!
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Emil knows exactly how to press my buttons, which is kind of crazy.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
That I am, and you're still the measurehead's babe, so come here.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Oh, sad. The lieutenant makes haste towards the door. Let me loot first. Love looting. Yeah, I think that was worth it. Quick save again. Can I check out his body?
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily.
So that didn't unlock the big door, right? That unlocked like the secretary's door or something? Like the electronic one over here, is that it? That press button. So the guys down there don't even know that I'm in here now? Or did they see it unfold? Are they scared now? I mean, I did alone what they couldn't do with like 20 of them. A book? Radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Why would I? No, I'm not gonna use my money to do. Who would I even call? The Ghostbusters? What's an old ass reference? It was awesome. Never had skills to succeed as checking my playthrough. You just used me? You used me like a dirty retard rave cop? Yeah, well. Ooh, neat office shades. Are they gonna replace my head, or is this like a... I don't know, glasses are different. I look great. Different slot. I love slots. Standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked, except for this one, hopefully.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Open it. I could just punch him open.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
You're right. What a cop thing to say. Open a drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock
That's me.
are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Surely that's not gonna kill myself, and even if it does, I have some magnesium now, so I force myself to go through it.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
I close the drawer and
Drawer
leave.
slides shut.
Can I just take it with me? Did I? Someone left a coffee machine on. Very nice. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. Save again. We're gonna end in like 20 minutes or something, okay? Oh, look at this coat. I want it.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. There is a white rectangle clearly visible on its back.
It is a policeman cloak. Look, Lieutenant, I point to the cloak. Someone left their cloak behind.
Yes, it was probably you. It does bear the RCM insignia.
You think I should get it?
The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, yes, I do.
Grab it.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
Very nice. Let's wear it. It is my jacket. Yeah, it looks cool. I kind of like it. What does it give? It gives me esprit de corps and shivers. Instead of just esprit de corps. It's a straight up upgrade. Sweet. Very sweet. Why am I not wearing my mesh shirt, actually? Oh. That does look better, though. That does look better. What that? Collecting rainwater. Can I actually... Like, where are we right now? Can I get up on the roof? How can I get up on the... I have to go through this to get to the roof, I guess. Where does this lead me to? The blue thing over there? Where the fuck am I? Composite eye of halogen lights watching you, emitting low dust. All around you, great machines in quiescence, whatever that means. Seems like one of these made of French words. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Is that the way to the harbor, I guess? Nothing I can do here. Ooh. Oh yeah, eating items, always very nice. The faded industrial lettering on the platform. Qualsut. So I could continue like to the top left or here. I don't know where to go really. You can bypass Mesh ahead with some exploration. I guess so. I guess the hidden door in Thingamajiggy. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Pile of cargo belts used for heavy lifting. One says Vermilion. The epic term. Speaker tower silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. What? Wait. See some loot. Man, we're getting to that pants. Slowly but surely we are. Gloves. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. I don't have gloves yet. They look cool. +1 half-light. Ultimate performance efficiency. These Falcon Ultra series gloves come fingerless and with a grippy padding. Ring the palms, making these ideal for quadrupedal movement or for lifting cargo. We can interact with a book. The leading intellectual organ of... No. Martinez Communism offers a radical Masovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. Cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzle with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. I'm not gonna read that communist drivel. Go fascist or go bust. There's a lot of money just lying around here. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Wait, who that? Pants are happy, boots are shining, every man is fat. Can we talk?
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on. Container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, now belongs to Everard.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. I do not interrupt the little man in his joyous activity. No, I say hi.
Everard. He looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What is that in that container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane on.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
And what are you doing with them?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Waves of the containers turning behind him. I can try this check, which is a red one. I might as well, because I'm not gonna solve it anyway. And if I die from it, then I can just heat up again. What's going on here? Look at the mountains of containers rising behind him.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Containers most certainly not empty. Yeah, I picked up on that. It would make no sense to load empty containers, really. Red is so much prettier than Rebel Green.
Sure is, mister. Sure is.
Oh shit, was that like a communist dog whistle?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Talking about red like that?
I had to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Where is everyone?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look. Careful, don't fall.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Fucking lazy cockroaches.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Pause to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops but seems eager to tell you more. Titus is an amazing name. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Really? Did they kill someone?
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
Leading for the leader.
Oh,
looking for the leader, rather.
He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
Cuffs and continues immediately. Oh yeah, if they lived here, they must be very nice fellows.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today.
Shithole?
Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Points to the 2 joint containers on your right. Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
This, I assume? Okay, let's not fuck around with this, because it feels like this is gonna be one of the longer conversations that we're facing, so we'll return to the other way to go for now, which was... Also, let's fiddle with some controls. I don't know what this does.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
I don't know what any of this means, but I press Marche.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Okay. Okay. Seems like a good thing. I can now enter it. I don't know if I should, considering how shaky it is, but... If you had more brains, it would say to you what it means. Are you serious? I love that.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down.
I have a lot of strength though, so I could press that button really hard.
The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
Okay.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
What does a red mean? If I press a red, will it go back again? Let's not. Check it out first. And then maybe we will a red later.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
I don't know, Kim. It just feels special.
It's a cargo container, detective. Just like all the others.
He doesn't even look at it.
We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
I knock on the door.
No reply.
Open the door.
Attempt to turn the handle. To no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
Well, I can just undo the lock. It's on the outside. A container locked from the inside would make no fucking sense whatsoever.
To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
How the fuck would that even work? Erratic, thorough. Zero rhetoric. Very low. I persuade the door to open.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Okay, nothing more to do here for now. Why can I not just open the fucking door? I need to make a mental note about that. I mean, you don't even want to know how many people had problems with these containers in the army. What? To open them? You just grab the handle and you either pull them up or down. March knows you chose correctly. That's a very sensible way to just decide. Okay, more money is more good. At least 3 packs with cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. I must have been here. Can I get there? No. If I go through here, seems like.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Okay.
You need to rest. Your body is...
Jesus!
Getting in here has taken something out of you. Have a seat.
I failed both checks. I have a seat and rest.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Search for a little something to help you out. Is that like drugs or?
The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
Reading is for nerds. Kim, would you mind if I help myself? I'm gonna be polite about it though.
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
I take them.
You take the painkillers. They are yours now.
Oh! Oh, wow! Wow, wee wah! I get up.
You stand and exit the booth.
Kim, I'm gonna take a quick look inside.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Obviously, I just take it.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
The lieutenant asks, glancing at the photo. Something about this man piques my interest. I think this can be a side thing. I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Actually, I like the third option more. But I didn't properly read it before choosing the second one. How do I... Like, what is that building? Oh, wait. Can I get down there? No. How do I get there? Will I get on top of the roof? Huh. Could just sell it. Black and white photo of a couple posing in front of a Ferris wheel. Girl is young and pretty, the man clad in fancy uniform and smiling. On the back of a very steady hand is written the words Reverential Fair, Sum of 91. Yo. I will need them? I will need what? Okay. Check this out again.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
Very interesting. Maybe I can ask Leo about it. Don't sell evidence. I don't think I will sell anything in this game, really. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Leo, we talk again?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes,
Oh,
I did,
Jesus
yes, I did.
Christ.
It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Leo, in the future, can we keep this greeting shorter? No, I feel like if I want something out of him, I shouldn't aggravate him. So I had some questions for you, if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister.
You work here.
Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raised a hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
Chuckles.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A good-hearted chuckle again. The fucking chuckle got me good.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo. Oh, Kim, I like your style. Immediately asking about the woman. Oh, I can see I rub off on you.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are
What?
real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Sorry, what do you suckle on?
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I think you're doing a great job. Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Well, I'm sure she rode the cock carousel.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Why that?
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Dyson falls silent, watching meekly with his blue eyes. Well, Leonard, you look like you're like 55 or something. If your wife is the same age, then that's the reason why she can't have kids. I think you're doing a great job here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man. What? The little man, is he like a simple man or something, or is he like a child trapped in the body of an old man, or what? How should I interpret this?
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
Why is he called Easy Leo anyway? I'm off. Leo, Easy Leo, nothing he can't do. Okay, we're gonna enter the office, but then save and end for today. Well, we're gonna do everything short of talking to this. Oh my god, he's humongous. Stair made of pallets leading up. Coffee in a giant thermos is still lukewarm. We enter without talking. We just Take a look around. As Limp Bizkit used to say. Fred Durst, I mean. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Alright. We're saving, boys and girl. I'll save. Like a regular save as well. YouTube, that was like 20th part or something of Disco Elysium. Bye bye, YouTube.